Hello everyone, happy Monday. So I know I didn't post, I only posted 2 messages last week, and that's because last week was kind of a crazy week. Um, and my daughter started her tutoring courses last week. So we were so busy, it was just crazy. Um, but also, I wanted to let you guys know that this year, I have a goal next year is to become a silver model. And if you don't know what a silver model is, it is a model over the age of 50 years and older. They say for like 40 years and older, but like typically they're 50 years and older. So that's something I want to do for myself. I'm going to be spending this year taking care of my skin, my hair, my body, all kinds of stuff like that in order to get prepared. I have um, like 10 months, I think, to prepare. I want to lose about 45 pounds. But it's just something for me, to prove I can do it. It's kind of like one of those things where you're like, man, if I could, I would do this. But I'm never going to do it. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not talented enough. I'm not intelligent enough. And it's like, well, have you tried to do it? No. Why? And this is my why. Why aren't you going to do it? And I'm like, but I'm kind of at a point now where I'm starting to gain my confidence. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. Worst case, I look the most amazing I have ever looked in my life. Worst case. So what is the downside here? Right? But now I have the confidence that next year in January, after I reach my weight goal and I reach where I want to be at physically, I go and I get a portfolio done and I submit it. And if I'm chosen, great. If not, you know what? Maybe I'll still have opportunities. So why not, right? I did create an Instagram just for this journey. I'll link that down below. Also on my TikTok, I'm gonna be posting some stuff. I'm gonna be posting a little bit about my journey, but I'm gonna be posting mostly product reviews. Like this is the first product I got, Spoiled Child Extra Strength Liquid Collagen. It's supposed to be good for skin, hair, nails, joints, and gut health, gut health. I'm also gonna be trying stuff like the Mayellis, the Be Tight, the butt mask and stuff like that. I'm also gonna be trying El Maquillage, which is like a skincare cosmetic company. I'm going to be trying Batana oil for my hair. So I'm gonna be trying all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna be reviewing them on TikTok. But yeah, I'm really excited for this journey. On Monday, or wait, no, today, I start my new workout routine, which is 30 minutes of low impact cardio, 10 minutes of stretching, and 10 minutes of weights, 5 days a week. So that's going to be really interesting. I already said, right, 45 pounds. So anyway, that information is down below if on my Instagram and TikTok, if you want to go check it out. So today we're going to talk about, oh, by the way, my ring light is in bad shape. So you may see it fall over once in a while, but hopefully I got it to a point where it's not going to fall over. So anyway, today's video is called Why Try the Art of Giving Up. So I feel like our penchant to stop trying starts in school. Like we learn about history. Hold on, I will be right back. I just wanted to get my water, and yeah, it's like apple juice colored. It's not apple juice, it's actually the collagen. So every morning I put 2 tablespoons of this collagen in my water, and it's so good. It tastes like lychee. It's mango flavored. I think it tastes like lychee, and it's delicious. But anyway, I have that every single morning, first thing. Anyway, we learn about all this stuff, and we're like, why are we learning about this? Why are we learning about all of this historical stuff? Why are we learning calculus and trigonometry? I'm never going to use this, right? So a lot of us don't really try. We squeak by. That's what I did in high school. I squeaked by. And unless, our parents really push us, tiger parents, Or like my brother, he was valedictorian, but he wasn't planning on going to college after. Well, did he go to college? I don't remember. But he became an electrician. But my brother was a nerd. He didn't really care about really making friends and being popular. He was like, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna put my head down, and I'm gonna work. That's what school's for. But he got that from my dad. I got my kind of playful, carefree attitude from my mother. Um, but anyway, uh, so we're like, well, why are we gonna try, right? And especially now at the age of social media, everything is everything is accessible. News, entertainment, especially now with politics and stuff. Um, which um, we see inflation, prices going up, minimum wage isn't gonna give us the ability to. So we're like, why even try to graduate and get a job? And social media is where it's at when it comes to making money. But I wanted to talk about minimum wage because that really comes into the why try. Minimum wage. Minimum wage can help ensure a reasonable standard of living. Okay, nowadays it doesn't. So I'm going to give you an example here. So here in Ohio, the minimum wage is $10.75, which that's really low. Other states it's $15 an hour. I thought that's what it was like nationally. No, $10.75 an hour. So if you work in Ohio 40 hours a week at minimum wage, you make $430 a week gross, which is $18.50 a month gross. Okay, so that's gross, $18.50 a month. A studio apartment is about $10.10 a month, $1,010 a month. So net pay after taxes is approximately $1,400. Okay, so let's say you spent $1,000 on renting a studio. That gives you 800. That gives you $400 for utilities, food, insurance, car payment, entertainment. That's not a lot, right? Especially nowadays, especially for food. So to me, it's like, imagine those that work fast food. There's no way you could rent a room in a person's house. Maybe, maybe, possibly. Okay, but you can't live on minimum wage, right? So it's like I can't even live on minimum wage, and now we have people who are going to college and have like thousands of dollars in student debt, me, and they can't get a job in their industry. So it's like, why am I even going to try? Why am I even going to put myself in debt? Why am I going to strain myself for nothing? The lighting is bad, isn't it? Like, it's dark over here. I think it's because the sun is out, but I don't want to put on. I'm going to try something better, right? Better. Okay. So yeah, we grow up in our parents' house, right? We grow up in a house. Like the house I grew up in, it was really nice. My dad made it really beautiful. Okay? And but by the time we turn 18, okay, we go to move out and we want to have the same standard of living that we did growing up, but we can't, right? On our own because of inflation, um, because the prices are going up. That we have to downgrade, right? We have to downgrade to something like a studio apartment, and we're like, so why try? Why graduate? Why not just stay where I am? A lot of times it's, I want to stay here because this is what I'm accustomed to, but I also want my freedom. And if you live with your parents, it's like you don't get that, right? When I lived with my dad, I was 18. He let me do what I want, but it was kind of like I still didn't exactly have my freedom. but there's degrees. So yeah, it's hard for us to move out from the place that we grew up, beautiful house with everything we need, and move into a studio where maybe we don't have in suite washer and dryer. We have to go to the laundromat, or we have to take our stuff back to our parents' house. You know, it's like it's harder to move out of our parents' house. Um, but people looking now at social media, people are making millions. Mr. Beast, Penguin Zero, or Charlie, or Moist Critical, however you know him, Ryan Trahan, um, all these influencers making millions. And so it's like, why am I going to graduate and go to college when I could be and I can make money on social media? Okay. However, in order to get to that point, it takes a long time and you have to work. Just like if you were to go out and get a job, just like if you, like for me to do this channel, it is work because I have to plan what I'm going I have to schedule, I have to plan, I have to edit, I have to upload, I have to do this, I have to do that. And some days I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I just want to lay here and do nothing. Okay. So people go on, so we have like TikTok beggars, right? They go online and they beg for money. They make money. But the thing is, there's this, people place their worth on money first, right? Well, if I'm going to move out, I need money. Well, yeah, of course. But it's a clamoring for money. I talked about this in a previous video, right? We chase money. Okay? It's fake it till you make it. Well, I'm just going to pretend to be this until I get here. And for me, it's, which I'm not saying you can't. Okay? I'm in a position where there's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of things I want to purchase, especially for this new journey. I don't have any money. Okay? So yeah, in a sense, I'm chasing money. But for me, it's, I mean, but when it comes to me for manifestation, I'm like, I can't chase money because as long as I'm chasing money, it runs away from me. So I'm just going to stop and ignore money and it'll come to me. But, you know, that's all my manifestation stuff. So early on, we give up on education, right, for social media. Well, why am I going to go to college? Why am I going to graduate? I'll just create a YouTube channel or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and I'll be rich. And what does it turn into? Scams, MLMs, begging, right? We give up on education early. And then, like, look at what happened with the TikTok ban. Everybody was freaking out and going crazy and crying because, oh my gosh, how am I going to make money? How am I going to make money? There was this one, it was a viral video. It was a while ago. There's a girl, she was Instagram, she got deleted. Her Instagram got deleted. She was crying. She made a new account. She was crying. I don't know. I don't have any job skills. I'm not built to work. How am I going to live if I don't have my Instagram? And it's like, everybody's built to work. You just don't want to work. Again, it's a form of TikTok begging, right? Or yeah, TikTok begging. And it's a sense of, well, I didn't do well in school. I didn't develop any work, job skills. I don't want to develop job skills. People say, I'm not built to work. No, you're too lazy to work. Okay? It's this art of giving up in search of something easy money, right? People choose, oh, if I had a choice of making money on social media or having a job, I'm going to choose social media. Okay. You know, like for me, I have this account, I have TikTok, I have Instagram. Am I looking to make money using those to make a living? No. I'm using those to put myself out there. But a lot of people are like, I want to make money on social media. Cool. So what's going to happen when, like the TikTok ban, Or what happens if your account gets deleted? Or what are you going to do if for some reason, I was looking for these, if for some reason you can't do social media anymore? What are you going to do? And people panic, because they're like, I don't know, I don't have any job skills. Why not? I'm not planning on getting a job. Okay. You don't have to get a job, but you should at least have some job skills. And it's kind of like, well, how do I do that? Well, you can go online for free and learn how to be a cashier, learn how to be an accountant, learn how to be a bookkeeper, or learn how to do this and do that. Go on YouTube. YouTube University is free to learn job skills. Okay? Well, the only person that would hire me with no skills is McDonald's. Okay, so what? I don't want to work at McDonald's. Why? Why not? Everybody has to start somewhere, right? My first job was McDonald's. Was it? Yeah, it was McDonald's. And then after that I worked as a server in a restaurant. So I posed a question here. When we say why try, are we letting other people down, or are we letting ourselves down? Because let's say our parents, they're like, oh, I want you to go to college, go get a job, get some job skills. Why? It's not like once I get a job, I'll be able to support myself. Is that but when people get disappointed in us for not doing what we need to do, do we feel a sense of guilt? We feel a sense of like sadness, but is that because we're letting them down, or are we letting ourselves down? Right? In a sense, that it's that projection. We feel like we're letting down, let's say, our parents, but we're really letting ourselves down. We want to be seen as worthy and deserving and, that attaboy. But how can we get that if we don't lift ourselves up first? Why try? Why not try? Like for me, I could say that about my dream, which is to be a silver model. Why try? Look at me. I have all this loose skin. I have these bags. My teeth aren't perfect. They're not even going to take me. So why am I even going to try? But I've gotten myself to the point where I'm like, why not? What's the worst that can happen? I don't get picked up by an agency. Well, I could, put stuff on Instagram. I don't want to say I could be an Instagram model. No, I guess, yeah, in a sense, but I can put my pictures out there. Maybe someone might be able to use me and say, hey, I love your look. Can you model my clothing for this shoot? Why not? And if that doesn't happen, at least I'll look the best I've looked in my whole life. Why try? Why not try? There was always a time where I was like, why try? I'm not going to, there was a point I wanted to become a California Highway Patrol officer. I did the physical test in 2001 and I missed, it was like it was at 500 feet dash or something like that, 500-yard dash, something like that. And I came in 3 seconds too slow and I was cut. But instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to get back in the gym, start working out, doing all that again, I was like, I gave up. Why try? I don't want to, I didn't make it, so why even try? Why even try again and go back and just, maybe I won't make it again. Okay? we have a tendency to think the worst, okay? Instead of, well, why can't I do it? It's easier to think of why should I, right? Because it's easier to think less of ourselves and say, like, to me, looking, at a silver model and go, oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. And what if I'm not good enough? What if my body's not right? What if? And it's like that when we think of our dream and want to achieve it. Why am I even going to try? Because I'm not going to make it. How do you know? What if I don't make it? Well, what if you do? What if I'm not good enough? What if you are? Okay? We have a tendency to do the what if I'm not? What if it doesn't? What if it won't? Okay? Have you ever been in a position where you wanted to achieve a dream and you automatically talked yourself out of it? No, why even try? I'm not good enough. Who says you're not good enough? Right? Why don't you want to be proud of yourself? Why don't you want to be able to say, you know what? Maybe I didn't make it, but I tried. I tried my hardest. I did my best. Maybe I'm just not meant for it. And that's the thing. We tell ourselves automatically, maybe I'm not just meant for it. How do you know? Right? We all put pride on others. We do things because we want our parents to be proud of us, or our aunt, or our teacher, or our boss, or something. But what about we do things because we want to be proud of ourselves? We put too much on others, needing that pride and that validation and acceptance for others to be proud of ourselves. To say, you know what? You didn't believe in me, and you didn't believe in me, but you know what? I did it. I didn't need you to believe in me because I believed in myself. Validate me because I can't validate myself, right? But why can't you validate yourself? My daughter's dad said this yesterday, we are our own worst enemy. Yeah, we're most critical of ourselves. We put pressure on ourselves to make others proud to our detriment. We try to achieve based on others' standards, not our own. We need to be able to say, you know what? I'm going to do my best. And if my best isn't good enough for you, then that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. It's a you problem. And maybe you should reflect on why your standards for me are so high. To our detriment, self-unaliving. I'm a burden. I'm not good enough. It becomes a point where I'm not good enough. Therefore, I'm just a burden on society. I'm a burden on my parents. I'm a burden on our partner. I'm even a burden on our kids because I don't want them learning from me. So when it comes to life, why try, right? Ending my life will be such a burden taken off the shoulders of my loved ones. They don't have to worry about me anymore. They don't have to be disgusted with me anymore. They don't have to be disappointed in me anymore. Why try? Well, for ourselves. The need to be proud of ourselves. Again, that's why I'm doing this next year. I'm dedicating this year to working on myself because I want to be proud of myself. I want to be able to say, you know what? I've had this dream for so long that, and I'm going to go for it. I don't care what people say. I don't care if people think I'm not good enough. I don't care if people think I'm not pretty enough. I don't care. I think I am. I believe that I am. So that's why I'm going to try. So how do we do that? Reliving a time you took pride in something you did. that you achieved and you were like, wow, I'm really proud of myself. For me, it's this channel, the way I've grown this channel, some of the messages I've done, some of the videos I've done. A lot of times I will watch my own videos back while I'm editing and I'll have this sense of pride in myself for what I did. I have things that I took pride in. Recovery. I'm 3.5 years sober. Something to be proud of. I have 4 amazing kids, something to be proud of. I have had nothing but trauma and abuse in my life, and I healed that and overcame it. Something to be proud of. Even the smallest thing, even just saying I graduated high school, that's something to be proud of. Okay? And when it comes to going for your dream, about saying, I don't care what you think. This is something I love and this is something I'm going to do because it makes me happy. I don't care if it makes you happy. It's kind of like I talked about video games. I talk about video games and getting the highest score. We go back in the day, we went to the arcade, right? And we were always striving for that highest score. And when we got the highest score, we would take a picture of it and we would be so proud of ourselves, like, yes, we did it. Stuff like that, right? I'm so proud of myself. And when you feel that pride, you have like this, your shoulders, you put your shoulders back and you put your head up and you're like, I did it. And I'm awesome. And relive those times. Use that to try. It's easy to say why. Why am I going to try? It's not going to work out anyway. How do you know? You don't know. You don't know. Okay? So, that was my video on the art of giving up. Okay? Let's try. Art of giving up. Yeah. That was a video I wanted to do because I see it all the time. People just don't want to try anymore. They just want to give up. They just want to take the easy route. And what good ever came out of taking the easy way out? When we take the easy way out, we don't move forward, right? We just stay in one place or end up moving backwards. So that was my video. All of my information is down below, including my services, my other social media, ways to donate, things like that. Have a beautiful day, week, weekend, month of your life. Remember to live in and spread love, joy, compassion, gratitude, kindness, peace, and enlightenment. And I will see you next time.